Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online. It's the Doctor again, and we are on our Romulan faction with Rassilon, our science officer. We are in the Breen invasion, and we just finished Cold Comfort and got to talk to a chap called Tran. Now it's time for Cold Case, and this is basically a race across space to find the place where all things are ace. Hey, that sounded really good. Okay, anyway. Cold Case. Race the Breen in a hunt for information that stretches across the Aurelius sector block. You must return to Defera immediately. The Breen are searching for preserver technology, and they have once again targeted the ruins near our city. I fear that more of my people will die, and with each death the balance shifts. These attacks need to stop. We are depending on you. Stop the Breen and keep the secrets of the preservers safe from their treachery. And we'll get another part of our ship set, the supercooled combat impulse engine, or a biothermal dampener, which is quite useless. So let's go back to the Defera system down here, and we're going to have to fight some Breen, do some puzzles. It'll be a whole lot of fun. And there we go. But the profile of this ship is just awesome. Defera. Begin Cold Case. Captain, long-range scans confirm the Deferi ambassador's suspicions. It appears that there is a portion of the star chart hidden in the ruins on the planet's surface. Something is interfering with the scans, though, so we can't pinpoint the location from here, and a away team might be able to do surface scans in order to locate the chart. So we're going to have to beam down. So what we're looking for is a star chart that's going to lead us to the Preserver Archive. That's the whole hunt, basically, of this mission, which is kind of fun, but there are a lot of puzzles along the way, especially this one, first one. It's probably the most difficult of them all, but yet it's really easy, and I'll show you how. So now we're going to go right straight to the ruins instead of dealing with the city itself. We're just going to go straight to the ruins. Obviously, the ruins of the preservers is where they're going to find part of the star chart. That just makes sense. Plus, it's the only ruins on this map, so that's the place. Search the ruins for a star map fragment. Sir, I've just received updated data from the ship's computer. Apparently, this site closely resembles a preserver site in the beacon system. The indigenous people there were able to access the site by performing a ritual. Records indicate that 3 people arranged themselves atop plinths, forming arrows to point east and then south and then southeast. And that's all the data I have. Well, basically, we don't even have to do that. We're going to do it the easy way. So here's the easy way, okay? You got these things, okay? All these things. You stand in one, boom, it does that. You need to get your bridge officers in the right pattern. But here's the easy way. Stand here in the middle, okay? Take your bridge officers with their rally point and set a rally point and put each one on a thingy to make sure it lights up like that. That's 2, and we're going to put all 4 of them on the corners. You go. And you go. Even though she's not standing on it, it's lit up, so it's fine. Now, see, everything is lit up. So now everything is available to me. pretty much just activate it until you find the ones that are right. Find the ones until you find the right reaction. I used to know the pattern to this, but now I've forgotten it. But find it until you find one that has a reaction. That's really it. Might have been the top one. Nope, second down. So second down, and then do it again until you find it a second time. There we go, very bottom. Now that it found it, the second one, just back up and it's like one of these. So it must be this one. No reaction in that case. Just go back and try it until we find one that works. There is a pattern for this, but I have forgotten it. No reaction? Is everybody on one? Yeah, okay. I'll find it. It's somewhere. So remember when I said it was easy? That was when I knew what I was doing. Now I don't. It'll be one of these. There it is. I just wasn't up far enough. I think when I was back... Oh, I'm stuck on the fragment. No, I'm walking the opposite direction of where I want to walk. Why am I walking backwards? What is going on? Grr, arg. When I was back here, I wasn't up far enough to activate the panel I needed. That's all it was. Okay. Anyway, I fell off again. Good grief. Anyway, we have the star chart, but I'm going to put everybody back on normal. There we go. Now we'll scan the chart. Everybody on normal? Yes. Scan charts. Beam to ship. And fight the Breen. Basically, that's it. They're like right there. But I cloaked. Now you can't see me. In fact, I will fire at them while cloaked. Just to show how awesome I am.
Target's shield has failed.
They can't fire on me. That's how awesome I am. How about you? Okay, now we need to go to the Shinga system, which is way up here at the very top of the map. The Shinha, or the Sahinga, Shinga system. Yes, that one. Turn around and then full throttle. Have been adding, when I can, I've been adding diplomatic DOF missions to keep that going. Almost there. Time to search for another star fragment. Continue, preserved for posterity. And the load times again. Sometimes this happens. I don't know why. Sometimes loading these things can take forever. Sometimes it loads quick. Sometimes it takes forever. Okay, we need to go scan an anomalous gas pocket. This system, by the way, is really awesome. It's got like that there and all that, and it's like the ring is this way because we're sideways, which in space you can be any orientation, so that makes sense. This map realizes 3D space. Scan gas. Scan abnormal lunar topography. There's something going on in that there moon. Well, that's no moon. Actually, it's this moon over here. Engage fastest mode possible. Go. Unidentified moon. Scan unidentified moon. Don't run into unidentified moon. This is incredible. The interior of the moon is hollow, and it contains a vast geological orrery that charts the heliocentric motions of everything in this solar system. The orrery suggests that there should be 2 large asteroids in this area, but I'm only reading one. Perhaps they collided in the millennia since the structure was created. I am, however, reading an energy source on the remaining asteroid, but it's buried deep in the rubble. If there was a collision, it is logical to assume that the rubble is all that remains of the second asteroid. We will need to remove the rubble to get a better reading of the energy source. So this is really cool. This moon was like constructed to be a giant computer that like records everything in the solar system. Isn't that awesome? That's technology right there, folks. And there used to be 2 asteroids, but they collided, and then there's all this debris because they collided, and so now there's just this one left. Thankfully, it's the one that has the stuff we need. Wouldn't that be terrible if it was the one that had the stuff we need that got destroyed? The preservers didn't foresee that coming, did they? I'm kind of surprised. Okay, we gotta destroy rubble. Barney rubble.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Go torpedoes. They are slow, but they're pretty awesome.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Any day now. I'm not in the right range or something's going on. There we go.
Ship is under attack.
Astonishing. Who knows how long this trail of breadcrumbs has been here. Just waiting to be discovered. See, there's a star chart. We should scan the chart and add it to our existing fragment. And then together we form the power of something. The computer has synthesized a new star chart from our 2 fragmentary scans. Preliminary analysis indicates that whoever created these charts placed great significance on an L-class planet in the Manic system. Course plotted. Let's go. By your powers combined, I am Captain Preserver Archive. You didn't think I was going there, did you? But I did. Alright, go to the Manic system. Way down here. Continue. Missing on Manic. And again the load times. Wow. Okay, there we go. Captain, I'm detecting a Breen squadron dead ahead, but they're moving away from us at full impulse. The Breen almost always stand and fight when they encounter a Romulan vessel. They must already have what they came for, or else they would be engaging us directly. We can't let them get away with a piece of the fragment. And that we shall not, because I'm going to sneak up on them.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shield has failed. Hull integrity below 75%.
I win. Analyze wreckage. Sir, we have intercepted a transmission from one of the Breen ships. The message was unsecured. They must not have had time to encrypt it during the firefight. The message contains a fragment of the star chart. They must have retrieved it from the planet below before we arrived. For all we know, Breen ships could already be en route to the archive. I will begin analysis to determine our next location immediately. Now here's my problem with this. Our first order of business was to destroy them. If they did not get that message out, we would not have this final piece to the fragment right now. So maybe going in and blowing them up wasn't the best thing to do. I don't know. Star chart analysis complete, Captain. The map is leading us back to Rava 2. We need all the pieces of the chart to find what the preservers were hiding. We will not let the Breen stand in our way. Alright, let's go to Rava 2. Which is back this way. Back and forth, back and forth. I love that skin on our ship. I mean, just look at that. Oh my gosh, that is sexy. That is an awesome looking ship. This thing coming towards you, you want to run fast. Oops. Didn't mean to hit that so early. But anyway, here we are. Continue race to Rava. This one will be ground. Scanners are picking up evidence of a running skirmish on the surface of the planet. Let's go take them out. Okay. Breen, go bye-bye.
Personal shield losing power.
Personal shields, go bye-bye.
Flanking damage detected.
Flanking damage detected. Okay, 1 of 3. Oops. Oh, I did not have them targeted.
Personal shield losing power.
Okay. This group, and then we'll have the big one inside, is going to be pretty tough, but we'll get there in a second.
Personal shield losing power.
Destroy the cave wall. Cave wall destroyed. Activate the preserver console. This is where the fun Breen time come in. So back up, because this is gonna get crazy. The Breen threat has been eliminated. We should take the opportunity to find a way into the cave. Well, I just did that, and you know what happened? Breen. It's Thought Trell. I'd like to personally thank you for finding the final star fragment. If I'd known you were going to ultimately prove useful, perhaps I'd have considered sparing your life. Of course, now I'm going to have to kill you. Basically.
Enemy targets on sensor. Personal shield losing power. Enemy combatant in close proximity.
Yeah, I'd say he's in close proximity. He's right on me. Giving him everything I got, and that's what it's taken to kill him. Everything I got. Almost killed me too. Wow. That was rough, but I'll tell you, that could be a lot rougher. I've died several times there before. What? Yeah. You guys stop kicking everything. Scan the star chart. Assemble star chart. Yay, it's a star chart. Scanning and transmission are complete. We should now be able to follow the preserver star chart. With luck, we'll be there and gone before debris arrive. Yeah, right. I have a feeling that won't be the case. Okay, so that is Cold Case completed. Hail New Romulus. Excellent work, Admiral. Our stellar cartography teams are looking at the star charts you recovered as we speak. It might take some time to completely compensate for stellar shift, but if we can pinpoint a location, I am confident that my government will authorize an expedition to find the Preserver Archive. Good, and let's take the super cooled combat engine so we have another piece of the sets for that mission. There we go. Ooh, we are doing good. All this Breen stuff here, kind of useless for me right now, but still, it'd be nice to have in the bank. Okay, well, that was the next to the last mission of the Breen Invasion, Cold Case, and now the next mission, Cold Storage, will be the last one in the Breen Invasion, and it is quite involved and quite fun. It's got good space battle, and it's got a lot of good ground battle, so I hope you stay tuned. Thank you all for watching Cold Case. Stay tuned for the next.